Good morning, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. I am back with my blue gloves for another fun day of filming. I don't know how much we'll actually film today, maybe only 2 or 3 videos, but it should still be fun. I've got some fun stuff planned. And to get us started, of course, we're going to start with cards and coffee. So I've got my coffee. Hope you've got yours. Yes, that was a little bit dangerous. This is quite an artifact we have here. I'll talk about this in a second. But first, let's go through our top cards of the day. So speaking of artifacts, our number one card is this just mind-blowingly amazing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure card. I mean, this thing is crazy. One, it's like limited to 25. They only printed 25 of this specific image. Two, well, it's not a hand-drawn sketch card. This sketch was commissioned for this set. So it sort of is a sketch card, probably about as good of a sketch card as you're going to find in AliExpress cards. It is printed, though. That's not hand-drawn. But there's only 25 of these, so amazing. And it came in one of these gold boxes, which I had never received before. I've opened a ton of those, and I've only ever gotten purple boxes. So getting the gold box was just kind of amazing. So yeah, definitely number one card for today. I'll I'll be treasuring that one for a while. And then my previous second place card has been this Anthony Patek watch face relic. So that's a real watch face from a watch that Anthony designed. And it's inside the card like that. Super awesome. This is from Keepsake Edition by Super Breakers. But I pulled this Saitama SP last night, and it is also very impressive. And I've had this on the table all day, so I'm going to go ahead and put this Saitama into second place instead. And I'm going to put William Patek back in his little case. So the Keepsake Edition cards come in these like really fancy lighted jewelry cases. It's very impressive. But they fit in there like that. So I'll put that away for now. And back to the table. So what are we doing today? Well, we're doing a Studio Ghibli cards and coffee mini battle. Not a full-on battle because I'm kind of waiting for a few more sets to get here. I have a couple more on the way. But I do have 4 right now. And I think those 4 are pretty good sets, so we're going to go ahead and run like a mini battle. And to get it kind of started, I wanted to show you guys, another part. I have a lot of things. I collect a lot of things. This is not trading cards. This is a book. But it's a very interesting book. As you know, I've said before, I spent a lot of time in Japan growing up. And this book was one of my high school textbooks, believe it or not, for learning Japanese. So this book is it's an upper level book for people who are starting to learn kanji. So you already know all of the hiragana characters, like the, Mononoke, and that's princess. I don't know. I don't remember how to pronounce that kanji anymore. But yeah, this is Princess Mononoke, which is one of the best Studio Ghibli films, my favorite of the films they made. And what's really neat about this book is it is, not a Western book. And one of the best ways to tell is the spine is on this side, right? This is the front, not the back. Whereas a typical Western book, would go like this, back this way. Japanese books read right to left. So the book is printed right to left. The cover's on the left here. And like this is the beginning of the book up in this corner, and you would read it this way, like this. And the cool thing about this book is because it's transitional and it's for people who are learning the kanji, it puts the hiragana characters for that kanji there. So that's uto, uh, shi, shon. Yeah, so you can like read all the kanji characters, even if you don't know that kanji yet, or you don't know the specific pronunciation that kanji should have in that position, right? Because certain kanji can have different meaning depending on what they're combined with. Like here you have, Nihon for Japan, but ni can be day as well if it's not part of the word Japan. Anyway, yeah, so the start of the book here just kind of goes through some of the characters, then it's going through the entire story of the film. So the whole story is here in the book. And you can read it all and learn Japanese this way. So I used this to study a long time ago to help you understand how long ago. Here's a quick ad that came inside the book from 1998. So that's when, yeah, that's when I was there. It was a long time ago, like I said. But you can see there's some interesting advertisements in here for other books and things you can get. Probably not anymore, but yeah, to me, this is now just kind of a relic, sort of part of my collection, not really, something I take out too often, but I figured, for Princess Mononoke battle, might as well, or for a Studio Ghibli battle, might as well bring out my book. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, and remember, drink your coffee. But we are going to look at trading cards today. This is not I'm not turning this into a book book review channel. Don't worry. But I have a lot of pretty awesome books too. We'll bring them out as we need. But for now, we are going to be looking at trading cards. And what I think we'll do is do maybe 3 packs from each of these sets. And so this set is the Mitaka Museum MH01 set. Well, the pre-release basically. So this is, essentially the like pre-sale set that they made for it. And you can kind of see here these phone numbers are the same phone numbers that are printed on the Star Wars boxes. So the same company that makes the Star Wars pre-release set also makes the Mitaka Museum series. And there's 3 of them in this series. I always get it wrong and say there's 2. There's 3. This is the pre-release. There's then a blue box that came right after this, which is sort of the real first release. And then I don't have that one yet. I'll have it soon. But then there's also a plain cardboard box that we'll look at in a second, which has the second edition of the Mitaka Museum set in it. Now this is a completely different thing. So this is Miyazaki's animation journey down here. It's another pretty interesting set. I've ripped out boxes of this before, and I have a couple boxes left. I've never really pulled anything great from it yet, though. So I'm always kind of hopeful that we'll find something amazing in here. It just hasn't happened yet. So why don't we fish a bit and see if we can get something good to come out of this. How about... Oh man, none of these feel especially great to me. They all look really curved too, like so curved. But let's do our best here. How about this one? Maybe for this set we'll do... yeah, for this set we could do 6, because these cards are a little less... They're not super thick, and they don't have the same quality level as the others. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got these when I was testing wholesale vendors, which I now use quite a bit. I have a wholesale order for the Spider-Man set, for the Chainsaw Man KX set. Yeah, I got a few wholesale orders in. So here's the other set I was talking about. So this is the next Studio Ghibli set. And you can see it has a lot of the same type of thing on the back as the pre-release set does, including those phone numbers, which tell us again that this is by Step-In Games. And then this logo here is also, I think, often used by Step-In Games. But this is Mitaka Museum Set 2, so MH02 is the code that'll be on the cards. And from this box, we could open up, let's say, 3 packs. Should work well. One. These are going to be really high quality cards, but you're only going to get 2 in a pack. So typical Star Wars configuration there. Love this bottom one here, that looks good. Okay. And the last one is my personal favorite set. This is Fairy Tale World. Fairy Tale World there. And I think this set has some of the coolest looking cards, at least theoretically. I've never pulled one, unfortunately, but from what I've seen in flyers and from other people who collect, these cards are awesome, or can be awesome, if you pull the right ones. So let's see if we can do that today. I'll take this one, and maybe that one. I'll leave these 4 here. And I have the next, because Fairy Tale World 2 is out now. I have that on the way, but I don't have it yet. We'll save those 4 to do a battle with that later on. So yeah, why don't we move this kind of right here? And then we'll just sort of set ourselves up for a nice image, and then we'll get going. All right, so there will be our Miyazaki battle. I'll just go ahead and take a screenshot of that. And then, yeah, let's get going. So I'm going to move this book to the side, if you don't mind, because it is a bit of a relic, and I want to make sure I keep it safe. We'll pile up our packs here. Here and here. And then we can go ahead and get started. I'll say my personal favorite movie is probably that Princess Mononoke, with Spirited Away being second place. Although Spirited Away tends to scare me a little bit. I mean, I'm not like scared of it like a horror movie, but it is like a little creepy sometimes, that one. Howl's Moving Castle also super, super good. Really good film, I think. What's your favorite? You could put in the comments, maybe. Let me know. But, yeah, so like I said, these are just so curved. Like, I don't even know how to use cards like this. They're so curved. And we're only going to get, 3 in a pack. You did get a nice UR there of Ponyo. That's Ponyo, the little fish girl. Fish girl? Jellyfish girl? I don't know. But yeah, there's Ponyo. And I guess Ponyo can go up at the top. The SSRs here are just images from the films, of course, Princess Mononoke there. We have to get down to 3, so we'll pull 2 more from this pile. Here we go. And we've got another SSR. And they get really dark because of all the foil on them. Is that Totoro maybe? I can't remember. And then we have an MR, very nice. Although again, curved too much to really be. It'll take a while to uncurve that, but The MRs are actually kind of high rarity. You get maybe one or two in a pack or a box, so pretty lucky pull. Go ahead and top load that to try and get it started here on its journey to being a flat card again. What's kind of interesting is the MRs have a sort of embossing on them. You can kind of see it from some angles there, but like this rock is embossed out of the card. So a little bit of an interesting technique, but still not too fancy. And yeah, very curved. So we'll put that there to try to get it to flatten out a bit there. Again, this is the Animation Journey set, which is one of the cheaper sets, and with reason. You can see the cards just aren't quite up to where you would want like a premium card to be. Not that they look bad. I mean, these are well done. The foil on that one is especially nice, and that image is kind of cool, of course. But it's it's Studio Ghibli. Their artwork is all amazing. So there's we're down to 3 now in each pile. So what we'll do is go ahead and open one more of these, and then we can move forward to the other packs. Yeah, move these away here. Some garbage. Okay, here we go. Another SSR, and a UR. Very dark UR. Really dark cards. So yeah, definitely the star here is this MR from what we pulled so far. But let's go over here now and see what we can get. This is pre-release, and these packs actually have 5 cards in them, despite being by the Star Wars crew. And your base in this set is SSR like that. And they all kind of have this same, subtle foil here and a little bit of an intricate dot pattern at the bottom. That's another one. A lot of Totoro coming out of here today. Oh wow, it's like a Totoro pack for sure. Look at that, 4 of them. And the UR as well. Okay, so yeah, all my neighbor Totoro. And that is MH01. MH01, so that's the first set. You'll see when we open this one, it's got MH02 on it. It's like the second set. I'm sorry if you can hear all those car alarms. I guess people are having trouble parking today outside. There we go. We'll pop this one. Which again, now this is the same series as this, but the next full release of it, the second full release. And you'll see we only get 2 cards now. And it's really like the Star Wars team stuff. You'll see very thick cards, and they have a similar style to them in the font here and the framing down here. But it is MH02, so it's the second set for sure. And it looks like we got something kind of nice here. So this is a CP. Very nice. Okay. So there's a Spirited Away CP. That is actually a really nice looking card. The back looks great too. Oh. Well, I'm impressed. That's a good looking card. Happy to have it. Oh. These are just, like I said, thick cards, just like the Star Wars cards. Same exact stock, same printing tech. everything because it's the same company. Very nice. Well, that's awesome. I mean, that is really an awesome card to get. One second, I'm going to pause and just look up how rare CP is. I'll be right back. I am back, and actually, CP is not that high of a rarity. It's just above you are in that set, so there's a lot above that. I have an SKP I pulled last week that is way above that. But there's a lot. There's like, I mean, the flyer is ridiculous. There's like 40 different, at least 40 different levels. It gets completely insane. You know, like EX, ESX, EXS. There's just every combination of letters is there somewhere. Okay, so now this is not part of the Mitaka Museum. This is Fairy Tale Story and oh, sorry, Fairy Tale World. It's a different set entirely by a different designer. And I'm not sure who the designer is, but you get 3 cards per pack, not just 2. And they have a different back like this. And let's see what we got. So first off is what is that? That's an R. Still a nice looking card. And that's gonna be a FG, which I guess is probably base. I love the blue on that. Wow, the water. That's well done. See, like you can take art and you can just kind of print it on the card with a little bit of foil like this. Or you can sort of artistically paint the foil into it the way they've done here. I think they did a much better job on this than those. And oh boy, a puzzle card. You know me, I love puzzle cards so much. Okay, so this is obviously the left edge because that would be the border of a puzzle, and you need 9 cards to finish this. And I hate puzzle cards. I'm never gonna finish that. This R here might be the top card, even though I don't think it's that rare. I love the look of these cards. I have one that has the wolf from Mononoke on it, and then I have this one now. Oh, something about the sort of subtle framing there. It just looks kind of nice. I like it. Oh, it's very cool. All right, now we can head back over here. Some more SSRs and a UR. Yeah, sorry. I'm just, I don't know. I've never been as impressed by that side. It just, even the high rarity cards, they're just not that impressive design-wise. You know, versus something like that or like that, where the design work is on display, right? And not just an image from the movie. Oh, guess we got another one. Amazing. I actually don't know what that is. I mean, I think it's that. Okay, it's My Neighbor Totoro again. A lot of My Neighbor Totoro. I'm getting like dupes, in fact. There's Secret World of Ariety. I don't watch that one enough. I always forget about that one. There it is, another one of those. And then let's take a look at this. So it's a CP. How cool. Secret World of Ariety CP. And so they definitely were reusing artwork between the 2 releases. We can see now the difference. So here you have some really nice stamped lettering, and here you have foiled lettering. And that's just because the card really isn't thick enough to stamp, whereas this one is. But otherwise, I think that's the same artwork. You know, obviously that's MH01, MH02. Still, how interesting. Very cool. It's neat. I like being able to kind of compare and contrast the different sets like that and see, you know, where designers are using elements and where they're adding new elements and how they're using, you know, the card stock and everything to their advantage. I like that. So 2 cards in this one. Again, this is the Star Wars group making these. Here in Spirited Away. And a UR of Spirited Away. And that's a great image. That is a wonderful image. I love that. I love the way the gold goes into all their cloaks. That looks very nice. And these are some very high quality cards. Like, I can't deny that if you're looking for Ghibli cards, this set looks very nice. Like, they've taken the art and design of the first pre-release and just dialed it up so high. I mean, these are such high quality cards. Very pretty. Great work. Let's check here. And in here, I'm looking for, this set has die cut cards that look amazing. That's kind of what I'm always trying to find and I never find. This particular pack feels very thick though, so maybe we'll get lucky here. Yeah, I think we got something in there, didn't we? Should we look at that now or save it? I'm gonna save it. If you want to see that, you can skip to the end. But I'm gonna save that. We'll open this one instead. Yeah, but if you don't have the patience for that, go ahead, skip to the end. I'll have opened it by the end. I promise you'll see it. Unless I forget about it. I'm not gonna forget about it. But here's a regular pack. Let's take a look at these instead. Oh, very nice. So that's another one of those rares. But again, they look great. They have just excellent design work. And look at that. Wow. That is very pretty. Well done foil work on that. It's really like just painting with foil. They did such a great job. And then here we have, oh, okay, this is a ZX. A ZX. It looks like some sort of planning art or something. I live near the Academy Museum here in LA. They had a huge Ghibli display when they first opened, and it had all kinds of sketches and storyboards and things, and it was just mind-blowing. That's kind of what this looks like to me, this ZX. It's also printed on non-coated cardboard, which is something they usually do when they're trying to have a particular effect of the art, right? They want it to look like paper. So why don't I go look up this ZX level and see how rare this is. I'll be right back. Yeah, okay. I looked at the flyer. I'm unsure how to judge the rarity of this. That flyer is unconventionally structured, to say the least. But I'm guessing this is not that high of a rarity. It seems like it's maybe right above their equivalent of UR. But yeah, they call these character cards, they call these landscape cards, and they call this a note card. But it's the third there, and then there's like 4 more above it. It's not a very big set, not like this one where there's like 40 different levels. Still, I'm impressed by that card. That card looks, to me, looks really neat. So maybe I'll put it right there. Remember, we've got some kind of monster in there too. As I was looking at the flyer, I can kind of guess what that is. I don't want to tell you, but again, like if you can't wait, you can just skip ahead because you don't have to watch this linearly. I mean, you don't. You should, but you don't have to. I don't know if you even should. You know what? You do whatever you want. That's a cool looking image. I mean, it's a terrifying image, but kind of cool looking. It's an SR and another UR. Okay. Well, oh well. Can't win them all. So yeah, like I said, this box has not been as impressive to me as the others. And I've ripped an entire box of it before and just not gotten much else than a bunch of URs and a few MRs. Over here, so it looks like it's going to be a UR in this one. Here we have more Secret World, some Spirited Away, more Spirited Away, Secret World, and hey, a nice Totoro. There's a nice looking Totoro with his little umbrella smiling away. That's cute. I like that one. It's a good movie. I don't know. I don't like Totoro as much though as Spirited Away or Mononoke. I tend to get a little bored during that movie. Sorry. It has the cutest characters though, and it's the only one with a cat boss. So cat boss, I guess, wins the day. There we go. Two more. Looks like it's going to be an SSR and a UR again. But that's not bad. I don't mind. And our UR will be Spirited Away. But I like this Spirited Away UR better, I think. Oh, they're both cool. I think I already have that one too. Very nice. And then, now we can look at whatever this monster is in here. Looks like we're going to get two normal cards as well. Might as well pull those. Again, just gorgeous. Wow, beautiful. Okay. But I know this is what we've been waiting for. So what do we got here? What do we have here? What do we have here? I can't read that, but it's got some cool markings. Doesn't look like it has a number on it. Oh, it's numbered on the front. 169 of 600. Is it just missing something? Is something missing here? I don't understand. What am I missing here? All right, I'm gonna go look this up because now I'm very confused. I'll be right back. That didn't help at all. It's listed as an Ashoyi card, but I don't know what that means. I assume it's some sort of shadow, and that's meant to be some sort of shadow or something. But whatever, that's fine. I mean, it looks interesting. The border is much more intricate than the image, but you know, numbered to 600, can't complain with that. Let's see if it fits in a normal sleeve or if I need to get a thick sleeve for it. Yeah, we're gonna need a thicker sleeve. Look at that. And we're basically done now with the video anyway, so that was fun though. Good little battle. I will get everything sleeved here, maybe do a couple of showcase videos, and then move on to something else. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do next yet, but it'll be interesting. We'll do something interesting. Get this sleeved. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So I don't know, what do you think the major hit here was? I mean, that's probably the big hit rarity-wise. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so there we go. All right, well, I had a fun time. I hope you did too. And yeah, I'll set up for the next video and talk to you soon.